Assalamu alaikum جميعا. Good morning everyone. My name is Mohammed Marghalani. I'm the Chief Franchise Asset Operations for Dine Company. Dine Company is one of PIF projects. We're specialized in creating agri-tourism experiences and adventure and ecotourism. So we are converting and enabling farm owners to convert their farms into agri-tourism. The project is very exciting, and I hope one day when we launch the first farm to see all of you over there.
You're an expert in hospitality in Saudi Arabia. Your role in Dan, and Dan is very nice concept, a nice project. In general, how you see in few years from, except probably the Holy City, for few hotels, even in Riyadh, some hotel in Jeddah, but in the secondary city, not so many hotels. How you see this reaction, how the market reacted from few hotels to the hundreds, thousands of hotels that are going on?
So I was born in Jeddah and I moved to Riyadh in 1997. So anyone from the expat community who were there in Riyadh or witnessed Riyadh at that time? I don't think so, right? Maybe? Yeah? Okay, so you've seen the evolution, right? So I remember moving to Riyadh 1997, and then 2000 they announced I think the Faisaliya Tower, right? So it was like, wow, the tallest tower in the whole kingdom, right? And then I think after a couple of months or after a year, Kingdom came. And then Riyadh became a famous city for business hotels, right? So most of the customers who come to Riyadh, they know that Riyadh is well known for business, and they are staying in a business hotel. So they are providing almost one sort of segment, which is a business segment. We had IHG, we had Intercontinental, we had Faisaliya, we had Four Seasons. And then 2011, in Saudi Arabia, we used to have either resorts, which basically in Khuba or Jeddah, or you have business hotels, which is in Riyadh. Right now, the amount of international brands that entered to the market is serving all type of segments that you can see. So you have Dir'iyya, the hotels that are going to come in Dir'iyya in Riyadh, it's for leisure, right? It's a boutique hotel, it's provide experiences, right? And then you're going to have Kaft, and the hotels over there, they are going to serve the business segment, right? And then you have the lifestyle hotels, right? Before in Saudi Arabia, no one believed that lifestyle hotels can work in the country, right? But I believe with the new generations, with the millennials, so for the millennials, the people, the trends that are changing in the market, caring much about the experience rather than a luxury hotel. And the redefinition of luxury, before people defined luxury by having a nice building, a nice product. Nowadays, the luxury is different, right? The luxury is, you see how rich experience that you are experiencing in that specific location. So with the sort of different segments that are targeting or coming into Saudi Arabia, the kingdom is developing and attracting international brands and developing local brands to meet those segments. So if you are coming to see adventures, you will have hotels that are specialized in adventures. If you are coming for leisure, you will come and you'll find all kinds of resorts. You're coming for business, you will find the perfect hotels for business. So the variety of hotels that are coming to the kingdom, it's really amazing. And I believe in the next 5 years, the whole map of distributions of hotels offering in the kingdom will be different.
Including secondary cities, not only major cities, including secondary cities?
Absolutely. Tier 2 cities. You're talking about Al-Ahsa, you're talking about Tabuk, you're talking about Qassim, you're talking about Hayal. All these with the support that TDF are offering in terms of facilitating loans to all tier 2 cities, and with the attracting parameters in their offering, I believe you will see in 5 years many international hotels activating in those tier 2 cities.
Thanks for that, because I believe, especially in tier 2, tier 3 city, rarely in the last years we saw new hospitality development. Hospitality action was more to refurbish sometimes some hotel there. So there are many programs that under PIF that help to redevelop or to change the urban plan, the urban footprint, and also the hospitality product in the city. But also your company, is involved mostly in secondary cities, no?
Absolutely. So the DAN company, which provide authentic agricultural experiences, we didn't have that much before. We had a couple of individuals who are developing their farms into a farm stay. But for PIF to invest in a company to create a local brand that can compete internationally in agri-tourism, so just imagine that you go to one of the cities and you don't stay in a hotel, you stay in a farm with international standard, and you have experience like farm to table, and I'm sure that it will have its footprint in the future.
It's, I think a PIF and the vision helps, we were discussing before, that to not say improve, but to change also the lifestyle that will benefit for all the Saudi Arabia in general. Thanks a lot. Do you think that the Saudis is benefiting for all these international fairs come to Saudi Arabia? Are the Saudi firm getting the touch of the international experience of the international fair that are coming here? And there is collaboration. This collaboration is beneficial for the Saudi firm. Anything to add on this as a client point of view?
In general, young talent is one of my favorite subjects. Allow me to add more on what Rosa said and Karim. If you allow me, let me talk about how it used to be.
Yes.
Hospitality perceived for Saudis, and then how is it now? So I graduated from high school in 2000, and I decided to study hospitality. And they told me there is only one hospitality school. It was in the southern Saudi Arabia, in Al-Ahsa, and they just opened literally in 2000, and we didn't have any other option. So I went there. I studied for a couple of years, and then I decided to go and continue my study in Switzerland, the home of hospitality. That one was the only institute over there that provide hospitality businesses. And then they started to open diploma, I think in King Abdulaziz University in Jeddah. Now, currently speaking, it's hardly to find education institute in Saudi Arabia that does not provide hospitality major. Almost all the universities, they have hospitality major, hospitality and tourism. And on top of that, some of the gig projects, such as Qiddiya and such as the Red Sea, they sent a lot of people on sponsorship to study abroad, hospitality and tourism, right? So they can come back and they can fill the gap in the market. And Minister of Tourism, I'm sure all of you or most of you heard about the programs. So Minister of Tourism actually they sent people to study master degree in hospitality. And it's ongoing now, a lot of courses around the globe with the top institutions, education institutes, to teach or to give you a short courses about hospitality and about tourism. So all this in order to match the demand, to match the supply that is coming to the kingdom in the coming 5 years. So having said that, when I was studying in Switzerland, I saw a lot of people coming from the globe to apply for internship in Switzerland. And Dubai also is one of the most desired destinations for hospitality graduate to apply to do their internship over there. And my dream was to have the kingdom a destination for international students to come and do their internship here in the country. And this has been achieved. So when I was in the Ritz-Carlton, we welcome people from top universities such as Lyon, EHL, to come and do their internship. And actually, when I visited the campus over there, I mean, the demand of the international students who are, very motivated to come and visit the kingdom and work over there and do their internship was amazing. So just imagine you have an international experience, and then you have the Saudis who are born and who has hospitality in their DNA, right? So you are merging the authentic hospitality of Saudi people with international standard. So you can imagine what would be the outcome, right?
MashaAllah, you already have hospitality in your DNA anyway as a nation, so it's going to be something super, no?
Thank you very much. So it is essential, especially in the tourism industry, to have collaboration between the international experiences, right, and the local experiences. Because here we have the hospitality by heart, right? But it should be matching international standard, right? Because we are open, the country is open for everyone, for all nationalities. So in order for us to understand the international protocols, right, we need international people with international extensive experience to come here and complement our hospitality. So together, I'm sure it will be undisputed hospitality offering around the world.
And you see many Saudis now is going abroad and study in Lausanne or whatever, hospitality school, or also they are more also leveraging a lot from the experience from the more hotel that are opening here. There is more general manager, more international experience. So where is the balance?
So if I understand you correct, if you're talking about what's the market is missing,
yeah,
vocational programs. So the country are to study master degree and short courses. I'm not worried about the managerial positions for the hospitality provided, but the majority, if you're talking about the majority of occupations that is needed, it is for more into operations. And this will be filled, I believe, will be filled only by providing vocational training program. For example, in Lyon, in Switzerland, they started to reject application from Saudis because they said the classroom right now contains almost 50% Saudis. And they said we want them to have international experience. So it doesn't make sense to come. And you see all your colleagues in Switzerland are Saudis, right? But if you study there 5 years and then you're coming back to the market, you don't expect them to work in a very junior position, right? So therefore, in order to fill this gap, the country needs a lot of vocational training programs. And I believe it started to emerge, but we need a lot of vocational training program in order to fill the gap in the market.
Thank you. Thank you for the panelists, and thank you to you guys.